attack me. That was only the problem. I think that's it.
And we welcome our Mnet viewers. You're just in time for Triple Thunder from the Big Top Arena here at magnificent Carnival City on the East Rand. We've just witnessed the debut of Roberto Duran Jr. Did not have an amateur career, can you believe it? Decided to step in the ring as a professional. His debut fight, and he has just won over 4 rounds against Banda Matabula. In fact, he won quite comfortably too, knocking down his opponent twice in the course of that fight. Pumlani Sibi, our roving reporter, has him.
Yes, sister. Yeah. Yes, with us now, victorious Roberto Duran Jr. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I feel happy to fight in South Africa. I feel proud. Thank you to Rodney Perman for giving me the opportunity to fight in South Africa. And thank you for the Banda Bulo for giving me the opportunity to fight with him. So I feel excited, happy. So people in South Africa, very friendly, and I feel happy.
Get great support from your sister as well.
Oh yeah, I was a little nervous because I have a big name and everybody gonna watch what Roberto Duran's son is gonna do. So my attorney Mark Priggs, he told me to...
Thank you very much, Roberto.
Thank you very much.
That was Roberto Duran Jr.
So, tension building, as it always does before world title fights, inside the Big Top Arena. And let's have a look at the tail of the tape for this WBU featherweight defense. Cassius Baloyi there, the younger fighter. Lizarraga, a lot more experience. Baloyi, though, with the physical advantages, certainly reach and a little bit of height as well.
He's going to have to use us throughout the fight. That's what he's going to need against the experience of Hector Lizarraga.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Carnival City and boxing from the highest ranks. We start with the first of 3 world title fights this evening. It is for the WBU featherweight world title. I'd like to please welcome into the ring the challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hector Lizarraga.
Mexican madness, music, coming into the ring. Lizarraga, a man who has a win over Welcome Nita, lost his IBF title to Manuel Medina, no disgrace there. His last fight against Umbalelo Batile, also a points loss, but again, Batile, a great former champion himself. Lizarraga bringing all the experience, the tools. He's a good puncher into the ring tonight against Cassius Baloyi. Perhaps it's a last hurrah for him too.
52 fights. A veteran of 52 fights. He's lost 10, but a lot of those losses were early in his career.
Ladies and gentlemen, please now welcome the champion from South Africa, Cassius Baloyi.
Big applause inside the Big Top Arena for Cassius Baloyi. And the WBU belt being brought in by former champion himself, Brian Mitchell, nowadays the trainer, very successful trainer too, of Cassius Baloyi. Cassius Baloyi, a 2-time champion. Had an outstanding amateur career as well, fighting at the highest level. Making his 5th defense of that WBU featherweight title tonight. Been fighting out of the country too, last couple of defenses, so I think deep down he's pretty pleased to be back home here in front of the hometown fans.
And he brings his unbeaten record, 22-0 into the ring tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please all rise for the singing of the respective national anthems of the United States of America and South Africa.
Lizarraga, based in the States these days.
Ladies and gentlemen, please just remain standing for the South African national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 world title fights on the card this evening. They are all WBU titles. And at the outset, I'd like to introduce you to our WBU officials, referees, judges, and commissioners for the boxing this evening. Starting on my left, our 2 fight commissioners from South Africa. In Johannesburg, Mr. Jeff Ellis. From London, England, Mr. Bobby Rogers. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2 fight commissioners for the evening. To Bobby's right, from Sydney in Australia, Mr. Des Bloyd. Our referee for the evening in the middle, from Durban in South Africa, Mr. Darryl Ribbing. From London, England, Mr. Dave Stone, one of our judges. And the 2 gentlemen on the far right, both from Cape Town, Mr. Eddie Marshall and Mr. Howard Goldberg. Ladies and gentlemen, our WBU officials for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said, this is the first of 3 WBU title fights on the card this evening. That's why it's called Triple Thunder, and that's why you're here at Carnival City. Compliments of Rainbow Cash and Carry, and exclusive to Super Sport. The challenger, he's fighting out of the red corner on my left. He has 52 fights to his professional record, 37 wins, 10 losses, and 5 draws. 22 of those 37 wins by way of knockout. He is the former IBF Featherweight World Champion, a title he won from South Africa's own Welcome Nita in December 1997. However, tonight he is the challenger. Please welcome from Fresno in California, Hector Papi Lizarraga. Ladies and gentlemen, the respective officials for this bout, our judges, Mr. Eddie Marshall, Mr. Dave Stone, and Mr. Howard Goldberg, our fight commissioner, Mr. Jeff Ellis, and our referee, Darryl Ribbing. Ladies and gentlemen, the champion. He'll be fighting out of the blue corner on my right. He weighed in at 56.9 kilograms. He's in the white trunks with red trim. He is a 2-time world champion with a perfect record of 22-0. Half of those 22 wins coming within the distance. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the former WBU Junior Featherweight Champion. Tonight he steps into the ring as the WBU Featherweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, from Malamulele in the Northern Province of South Africa, Cassius, Mr. Shy Guy, Baloyi.
Okay? You keep your punches up, there we go.
luck to you, both of you. May the best man win.
So, Ron, we're about ready to go here. Lizarraga bringing all the experience into the ring, and as you pointed out earlier, Baloyi with that unbeaten record. It's a fascinating contest here.
Well, we've been waiting for this, Nick. This is for the WBU Featherweight Championship. It's 12 rounds. Baloyi's been there, he's been 12 rounds. So has Lizarraga, he's been there. They know how to go the distance. So it's an intriguing matchup.
And as I suspect, for Lizarraga, perhaps it's a last hurrah. If he were to lose, it's difficult to see where his career will go. He will probably hang up his gloves. For Cassius Baloyi, it's a big fight. A win over Lizarraga is certainly going to cause a few people to take notice of him. He has been a little under-marketed, perhaps, as a champion, and perhaps that's slightly his own fault. He has a sort of retiring, shy guy personality, but his fists do the talking in the ring, that is for sure.
You're so right, Nick. When he gets in the ring, the shy guy falls away, and he knows what he's doing. He's a real clever fighter, thinking fighter, doesn't get carried away. He just lets it, as you can see, the Lizarraga rushing in, and calm, cool and collected is Cassius Baloyi. Lizarraga was the IBF Featherweight champion. He won that title when he beat our own welcome leader for the vacant title. Low shots coming in there from Lizarraga. Referee not picking him up.
Well, Lizarraga putting on early pressure as one feels he must to win this fight. Cassius Baloyi landing a right hand. Crowd getting excited about that too. Little uppercut inside. Well, Brian Mitchell has been working on Cassius's punching power. If you can improve it, there are some people who say you can't improve punching power, you're born with it. But he certainly doesn't have to work too hard to improve these boxing skills. He has moves that really are great to watch when he's in full flight, Cassius Baloyi.
Well, Lizarraga taking the fight to Baloyi, but Baloyi handling it well. Just weathering that storm as you go into the last 1 minute and 20 seconds out of round one. And good little short uppercuts coming in there from Baloyi. Low punches coming in, picked up by referee. Okay.
You know, he's a fighter with a reach advantage, but he's handling himself in this opening round inside very well, is Cassius Baloyi. But Lizarraga, I think, doing the right thing. He needs to apply pressure throughout this fight to win. Obviously, he's going to take some punches in return, but I think he feels in the back of his mind perhaps he can stand up to the power of Cassius Baloyi and walk through shots to land his own. And that's the plan from this opening bell. You can see that for Lizarraga.
And I think he's felt the power of Baloyi. That couple of those shots there really stopped him in his tracks.
Lizarraga really just trying to turn it into a brawl in this opening round.
You're going to have to watch that head, Lizarraga. Coming in low with the head, that's dangerous against a taller fighter.
Baloyi quite happy to stay with his back to those ropes, land the uppercuts inside, chopping right hand. Lizarraga may be hurt.
Great shots coming in there from Baloyi. You can see the pain on the face of Lizarraga. Oh, terrific right hand there. That's a great shot there from Cassius Baloyi.
3, 4. Oh, well, Hector Lizarraga. He's shaking his head to referee Darryl Rowe.
He could have got up. I think he gave up, but what a great shot. What a great win up for Cassius Baloyi.
Cassius Baloyi. Well, he's had to go into the latter rounds in his last couple of defences.
Well,
certainly wasn't the case tonight.
Brian Mitchell knew something we didn't know. He said he developed power. He proved it tonight. What a great right hand there from against an experienced fighter like this. And really, I thought he could have got up, Nick. You could see him sitting here right in front of us. He just seemed to give up.
You know what, Ron? I don't think Lizarraga had a plan B. His whole plan was to swarm Baloyi, take the fight to him, pressure him. When he walked into trouble in that opening bell, went down, it was almost as if he said, right, well, I've given it my best shot. It's obviously not going to work.
Well, what a great win here for Cassius Baloyi. This is what he needed. This puts him right up there, beating a former IBF champion, a 52-fight veteran. What a great win here for our own Cassius Baloyi. Look at the smile on his face. No more the shy guy. Look at that. A great win here for the champion. It was an outstanding performance. He weathered the storm, just picked the punches, lay against the ropes, came out bombing. Little short ones here. Where have you seen the knockdown here, Nick? That right hand coming over. And there it is, right on the button. And he just, that was the beginning. There you could see that was a terrific right hand.
I think he'd taken a punch before that happened. There was one right hand which staggered him. That may have been it. He then fell inside. So he's obviously hurt at this stage. Takes a few more shots from Baloyi. Precision punching from Cassius Baloyi.
Well, you could see that barrage of punches hurt him as he pulled away. Look at the grimace on his face there. He was hurting.
One or two more landing flush before Lizarraga went down, and he wasn't going to get up and beat that count.
And there, as you see, a delayed reaction. Those are shots were hurting. An outstanding performance here by Cassius Baloyi.
Impressive work on the inside, really, from Cassius Baloyi, too, because, you know, he had all the reach advantages. He likes to keep the action on the air. Well, mind you, for a fighter with the long arms, he's very happy on the inside.
But what I liked, Nick, is that, you know, he weathered the storm. He showed maturity. He lay on the ropes, let Lizarraga do his thing, just picked up the punches on his arms and his shoulders, on his elbows, and then he came back at him.
So, a very happy look on the face of Baloyi. Lizarraga will have some serious thinking to do now. Perhaps it's time to hang up those gloves. He's been a good fighter. He's had some good wins in his career, but he's getting a bit long in the tooth now. He's coming off a loss against Batile, now a loss to Baloyi. I wonder if he continues.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the WBU featherweight belt is our fight commissioner from South Africa, Mr. Jeff Ellis. Our winner by knockout, 2 minutes and 59 seconds into the first round, and still the WBU featherweight champion of the world, Cassius, Mr. Shy Guy, Baloyi.
Cassius Baloyi defending that WBU featherweight title. It's strapped around his belt. Remember, he's in a big money-making division. If he can find a fight somewhere down the line with Prince Naseem Hamed, he's going to make a lot of money out of that, Ron.
Well, Nick, you know, I really predicted this fight would go 12 rounds. How wrong can you be? I mean, this was really against the odds, but outstanding fight, outstanding precision punching, defense, maturity. He showed it all tonight, and that augurs well for the future.
Let's get back to a big money fight with Naseem Hamed. What do you think he needs to do now to get the likes of a Naseem Hamed to sit up and take notice?
Well, Nick, he's got to have a few more fights against a better class opponent. This is the right opponent for him. Lizarraga just lifted a bit higher than Lizarraga. A couple of wins under the belt, and then go for a man like Naseem Hamed.
Gifted fighter is Cassius Baloyi. Moves very well around the ring. He's such a good technician too. In the past he's been criticized for not punching hard enough and not being rugged enough, but we're seeing signs that he's certainly starting to build on that power. Very good win. We're going to take a short break, and we're coming back with a swinger, junior welterweight fight between Nicholas Kagiri and Moses Mwani.
And now contestant number 7, Makatini.
Cadbury's lunch bar with nuts, toasty rice, caramel and wafer, all in Cadbury's dairy milk chocolate.
Did you see that, Jimmy?
You threw that miles away.
That's nothing. Watch this. Duck, fetch.
Who sells the biggest choice of sizzling hot breakfasts all day long? Can't believe that I'm the fool again. I'm flying without wind. We had told me to fly, we had seasons in the sun.
It's Game's 30th birthday, and we're throwing a fantastic price party. Which is why, for only 4,699 Rand, you get this Lexus 400 AMD PC, plus a free Canon BJC 1000 color printer, and a free Primax scanner. Plus 1 month's internet access, compliments of World Online, absolutely free. And add this Microsoft Encarta 2000 encyclopedia for a super low 249 Rand. You save 300 Rand. with 30,000 articles, 7,000 photos, and 3,500 sound clips, plus a free Encarta World Dictionary. There's something for everyone at our prize party. That's why you always at Game.
Whether you're moving to the Cape, Saudi Arabia, Durban, Hawaii, Port Elizabeth, Pisa, or Australia, there's only one choice. Pickford's Worldwide.
If you buy a ticket to Sydney before June the 10th, you can hop off to any one of 9 destinations in Australia or New Zealand for only 350 Rand extra. Call Qantas on 011 441 8550 or your Asata travel agent. Qantas, the spirit of Australia.
With me now, Papi Hector Lizarraga. Disappointing night here.
Well, definitely, you know. Unfortunately, we, started the fight. I think I was cold, and he just caught me with a good shot, and he's, hurt me, and I wasn't able to recuperate from that punch that he hit me with, a flashy right hand, I believe. And he was a pretty crafty fighter, pretty fast, and he's a very good champion.
And Jim here, what do you say?
It was a very good fight for as long as it lasted. I think that this is the first time Hector's been in a situation like this. We have a lot of respect for Cassius, and he should give the other featherweights in the division a real tussle.
Yes, Hector, here, tell us about your tattoos on your hands here.
Well, this is a tattoo. I just barely got it probably a month ago. This right here says Teresa, my wife's name, and right here in the bottom says Yesenia, my daughter's name. So basically, that means I took them, that they will be with me forever.
What happens to you after this fight?
Well, I had too many plans that I'm going to accomplish, and have a lot of goals to accomplish, and of course I'm going to dedicate my time to fulfill those goals. And like I mentioned before, to me this was my last fight as a boxer. The last time in the ring as a boxer. And of course, like I said, I have too many things to do besides boxing, and I'm going to do it.
Thank you very much. That was Hector Papi Lizarraga. Now Cassius Baloyi, the victorious Shy Guy. Today we shared the name No More Shy Guy, Mr. Smooth. I christen you.
No More Shy Guy. Yeah, it was a very wonderful fight. I expected a tough fight from Lizarraga, but due of our well training, I've been training for this fight for a very, very long time. So today we proved to the world who are the best featherweights in the world.
You also show us a lot of power here.
Yes, like I said in the first interview, we're gonna bring the best of Cassius Baloyi, and today I did the best, and I came in the winner, first round knockout, and I think he has never been knocked down, this guy. But today I show my punching power and my skills.
What was your strategy, and tell us about your future plans as well?
The strategy of this fight was to control the center of the ring, and I knew he was going to come to me, and I was going to...
Future plans?
My future plans, I think we have to talk to my manager and promoters.
There is Brian Mitchell here. Thank you very much, Cassius Baloyi, as I hand you back now to the commentators.
Thanks very much, Pumlani. Ron, I hope there's no danger that Cassius suddenly believes he's a big puncher and forgets the boxing skills that he has. That wouldn't happen.
He's got to work for the knockout, and I think he's intelligent enough, Nick, because you could see it tonight. You let the man come at him, and when he let the punches go, he caught him.
And obviously Brian Mitchell experienced enough too to know that Cassius' main ability is as a boxer. That is for sure.
Right,